Sustainability touches everything. So I think that every higher education institution has a responsibility to be talking about this, debating this, bringing this into our student projects. As a design institution, we have that opportunity to make interventions at the beginning of a product's being, so that we can work through the sort of consequences of the choices that designers make. We can change behavior. We can also make interventions into the systems that we have for our means of production. The CCS graduate program in Design for Sustainability, you don't just have to be a designer. You could be an artist, you could be an engineer, you could be a software engineer, you could be a lawyer, you could be from a business background. We're accepting students from all backgrounds that have that mindset whereby they're trying to deal with this with that broad awareness and that ability to zoom in and zoom back out of the problem on a regular basis, and actually do those two things in tandem. But we are trying to sort of equip students with an awareness of the complexity of the problem. Where does this stuff come from, and where is it going to go, rather than just saying, who's it for, what's it for? You know, we've got to think of that start to finish, and actually that kind of cradle to cradle thinking as well. So the D3E Studio really is about how we tell stories through cultural artifacts. It isn't a program that deals with sustainable products necessarily. It's not dealing with sustainable architecture. It is taking a sort of a broad view of the complexity of the climate crisis and how we utilize design thinking, visualized thinking, in bringing some form of clarity to the complexity of this matter. The program rests on three pillars. It rests on zero waste materials and circular systems. And that's, the word system is paramount here. The second pillar is addresses our urban systems and our infrastructures, and how we can design those infrastructures to be working more effectively and efficiently. And the third pillar addresses environmental stewardship and tries to give us an understanding of the consequences that we as designers, of the choices of designers, and how that might affect the environment, the natural world, which, you know, sitting in a city seems like this distant thing, but you know, the rainforests, any forests, are really important for our life as we're sitting here in a large sort of concrete building. I can't tell you how impressed I am with the way that sponsored projects are used and the way that they really advance students' learning. We call it experiential learning.
The career choices of our students, and thinking about sustainability, it's incredibly broad. And I think about this a lot because students come in and talk about career choices. And in sustainability, it crosses everything. It crosses communication, it crosses public policy, engineering, biology. I don't want to leave any out, but it essentially addresses everything. At Wayne State University, we view sustainability as integral in everything we do. It's part of our research, our education, and our individual efforts to protect the environment and climate and move more towards an equitable society. So the UNRCE is a designation by the United Nations as a regional center of expertise on Wayne State's campus. It's unique in that it's one of the fewer binational programs where we've partnered with the University of Windsor. It also encompasses Southeast Michigan and part of Ontario in trying to pull together sustainability efforts for the region. Additionally, we have projects where we work with D3E on energy. We have projects on air quality. We actually have a partnership with NOAA where we're installing both on Wayne State's campus and in the greater Detroit community air sensors with the Weather Service, tracking weather events and how contaminants move through the environment.
So over the next 5 years, Wayne State has projected to spend $120 million on campus to help improve our built environment, focusing on building envelope, roofing, and energy reduction. So improving all of that will provide a great experience for the students, but as well as reduce our energy usage and our carbon footprint. Wayne State partners with Techtown, a local entity here in Detroit, and one of their focuses is bringing mobility to the community and acting as an incubator, combining the funding, research, and coaching needed to start new businesses here in Detroit.
So there are a number of focus areas, 9 in total, that we developed through the Sustainability Strategic Plan. So it's environmental justice, urban biodiversity, waste reduction, energy, the built environment, carbon reduction, water quality and quantity, sustainable food systems, and alternative transportation and mobility. But there are a lot of ways in which design can be used to address sustainability, both in Detroit and in the broader global community. We have a student-led composting program that is in a number of our buildings, works with our catering program, which is a really amazing project that is completely student-led. We have urban bioswales on our campus and are working with community partners to develop those in other areas. And then also just in our own physical environment, we do a lot with adaptive reuse. So we take our existing buildings, because construction waste is one of the largest contributors to the global waste stream. So we look at opportunities wherever we can to use our existing built infrastructure.